Hi guys, it's Steve at Golf Tech Systems. We are in the Abingdon Demo Centre. Important video for us today. So we are having a look at this little device, Uneekor iMini. So this has been with us now a couple of weeks. Pre-orders for the first stock shipment have been incredible, which is really, really good news. It's been out obviously in the US, and you may have seen videos out in the US. They did get it before UK, Europe, but we have the device now in the showroom. So if you do want to come in and book an appointment with us, come down and see Mini, then obviously you're more than welcome to do so. But so far, we've been super impressed with this device, how it's operating and how it's working. Now, one thing that, again, you may have seen from other videos, Uneekor have also brought out a thing called Product Launcher. So Product Launcher is a new way that we are setting up the Uneekor devices with the PC, with the licenses, with the third-party software and its own software. It's a much cleaner way of effectively running the software and, more importantly, doing the updates. So really, really happy that Uneekor have got on top of this. This has been working really, really well for us actually for the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to run through it today. Going to hit a couple of shots out using Mini. Going to show you a little bit of data. So just want to give you a quick run through round in the bay at the moment. So obviously we've got the main projected screen behind us. We have got our new Ultra Material Raw just hanging at the front at the moment. So apologies for the bottom of the screen. That's not how we normally do an impact screen, but we're just doing some testing. Uneekor, obviously, my Mini down on the floor, ready to go. We have got a 55-inch touchscreen on this side. So this is going to be taking View software. And at the rear of the room, we have got our 43-inch touch. And this is where we do all of our launching of our software. It's a duplication of the main screen. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to open up the launcher. And effectively the launcher, this is how it looks. You can see your devices, you can see what you've got set up, and you can see your software below. Down the left-hand side, this is your start bar. You've then got devices, so if you've got more than one device, you can switch between the two. We've got QED and IXO and iMini, so we can flick between any of the devices inside the launcher, which is brilliant. You've got your licenses there, so all your licenses sit on that one page, and you can select which licenses go to which device and save them. Much easier way of doing it, which is great. And then install is effectively if you've got to install a new piece of hardware. We can see we've got swing optics there. There are video cameras, so they will work with any of the Uneekor devices. So we are going to start View software. So I've pushed the button for starting View software, and View software will now start across on our 55-inch screen. So the one behind me now, this is going to be running View software. And we always put View on the face on screen. Most golfers are right-handed, so this screen will always sit over here. Obviously, it can go anywhere you want, but effectively, this will run View software whilst you're running a third-party software on your main projected screen. It's the way that most sim setups are done now. This is what most people want. So we are just going to go into my play profile. That will load up all of my previous shots, my previous sessions, so I can backtrack and look exactly what's happened. It's no different to if we were running this on IXO, but obviously we're running using iMini tracking today. So this is now loading up previous sessions. We will select a new session, and then we'll go GS Pro today. Everybody likes GS Pro at the moment, so we'll go GS Pro so you can see that running with iMini as well. So that is just loading down lots and lots of previous sessions that I've had. We're just going to select a session. That's now ready to go. So we will now come across back to our 43-inch screen. We're just going to minimize the launcher and now just run GS Pro. It's as simple as that. GS Pro will now run any updates. If there's any updates, very good at running updates. So they happen every couple of days at the moment. And then we can click play, and now GS Pro is loading. This screen is duplicating our main projected image. So again, what we do here is what we will see out on the screen in front of us. So one thing to note, if everything is working as it should be, let me just minimize the Uneekor tracking screen. And then if we look at the 55-inch screen, we can now see that GS Pro is integrated with View software. The icon is up. That means all systems are talking. It's as simple as that to get it operational. So we are just going to go into practice, on course. I'm going to find something nice and short because I am carrying a little elbow injury, sadly, at the moment. But let's just go for something nice and visual that everybody knows and something that's not going to hurt me too much. So 7-foot pebble. So we're just going to hit a few balls away. Then we will have a look through the View software on the 55-inch screen to see exactly what that looks like with iMini data. So remember, this isn't IXO, this is now iMini, so that's important. So let's just get a shot away, 98 yards. Device is just searching, it's now ready. Hit one down there, not too bad, hopefully. We'll see how that flies. And yeah, not too bad, back edge of the green. So it's important now that we have a look at view software, because this is where iMini comes into its own and is very different from what we would see with, say, IXO. So we've got our range view. We're going to skip straight down to the one that everyone wants to see, and that is club data. So if we move across to the photograph, we can now see from iMini where it takes its photo from, which is the side. I have got the single dot on, so it will do single dot one club data. But note the video. We can enlarge that, and we can now play that. And note the camera moves inside the device with the ball spinning. So we can see my heel, my right foot in the background there. And as that ball is going, now you can see my left foot. So that is an amazing video to be able to see exactly what you've done. Now, even though one dot data doesn't give us impact location, it's pretty easy to see where you've hit it off the face. So it's a much more affordable device, iMini, but it's still giving basic one dot data, but I think it gives you impact location. If I'm honest, I think that's a good enough thing to be able to see what you're doing for impact, whether it's the video or whether it's the photograph. I think it's very standout. We have got the swing optics cameras running, so if we go to replay, we will instantly get that replay of exactly what I've just done in that golf swing, which is a nice feature for optics. And we can pause that. We can move me into different positions. We can see exactly where I'm going. Again, all of this just running through iMini very basically. You've also got your normal data tiles. You can see the ones that are dashed out, which would be relevant to IXO, but you've got loads and loads of information for iMini. You can stay on any screen you want when you're hitting your shots. So if you want to just see the club data all the time, you can be hitting shots into that screen, seeing where the shot's going visually on your GS Pro software or your E6 or your TGC, but then you've got this screen giving that great information. Portable device, the view software on the iPad looks exactly the same as this. So you're still getting all of this information on the iPad as well. That makes iMini super device. We are really impressed. But again, in this sort of setup, if you're right-handed only and you're not bothered about moving devices for right and left-handed, you don't need IXO in a centered device, or you've got a smaller bay, iMini really is strong. So hopefully that gives you a good insight into iMini as a device, using it with the launcher, using it in a multi-screen setup like this, getting the full benefit of what this £5,000 device can do. If you need any more information, you can visit us at www.golftechsystems.com.